Good morning and a happy Monday to you. For those of you wondering why I'm drinking out of a cup of tea that says awesome daughter on it, both of my daughters are away at the moment, so this is one of the ways that I can reconnect with them while drinking some fantastic Earl Grey. Love you, Anna. Love you, Lauren. Miss you guys. So Monday morning, I want to talk about 3 things to really help to lift the spirits. We are here the first Monday in November, especially in the UK, of 2020. We have just been told by our Prime Minister that we are going to be in lockdown for the next month. The primary reason behind that is obviously that they want to make sure that they can manage the amount of infections that are happening in the country, and also being able to manage the way that people are being admitted into hospital and the treatment, etc., etc. Regardless of the mechanics or whatever belief you have around that, here we are. What I want to do in terms of my positivity this morning is offer 3 main tips as to how we can manage and go through this space. Number 1, I believe it's important for you to be able to know who's in your network, who's in your inner circle. Now, I think of myself and I think of my wife and my kids, my best friends and counselors and therapists and others around me, some of my mastermind groups that keep me in check. I can go in and I can check in with them, and I can also say to them as well, I'm here if you need to pick up the phone and give me a call. Let's have a chat and let's see what we can do. And that's worked really well for me, and for a number of individuals who I have either coached or been approached to for advice, it's helped as well. Find those individuals who are your inner circle, who are your board of advisors, who you can actually bounce some ideas off. And even if they are outside of the scope of being able to help you, they can point you in the direction of counselors, therapists, or other qualified personnel who can actually help you. Point 2, if you are in a business, making sure that you think about how the way you start meetings. I know a number of clients who are in back-to-back meetings on Zoom and WebEx and all the other kind of tools that we have. Mix it up a bit. Instead of just having all these meetings directly with video, which can create a lot of fatigue because you're just staring at the screen trying to maintain contact, have some where the cameras are off and it's just muted, it's just voice, and that's absolutely fine. But also try thinking about how can I start some of my meetings by just asking everybody how they are, sharing a story that they may have learnt in the week, whether it's personal or professional. Finding something that's not specifically about targets or aims or what have you, because I know a lot of people are really suffering at the moment from burnout and working too hard. I know because I posted something last week and a lot of people gave me feedback privately to say, look, I'm going through a really tough time. So as teams, whether you're a leader, a manager, or even somebody who can suggest it to a leader or manager, think about how you can mix and match up your meetings as well to get through this. And the last one is, when you make yourself available for advice, or should I say, when you make yourself available, just listen. Just really listen to what people have to say. No one wants your judgment. No one wants your advice unless they've asked for it. No one wants you to compare your own experience. And no one wants to be critiqued. Sometimes people just want to be able to sit in that space and go, do you know what, I'm going through a really rough time now. My family are getting on my nerves. My kids are getting on my nerves. I'm getting on my own nerves. Whatever it is. Just being able to be there, to be present, and allow people to be able to vent and just get it off their chest. Not saying that you have to do that all the time. Not saying that you have to be there to rescue people, but sometimes it's kind of a positive thing that we do. And what I found, and again, I'm trying my best not to kind of virtue signal in any way. I'm trying to make sure I've got all my shit in order. What I am saying is there's certain things that work for me. And I have found that going to bed on time has been pretty good for me. Finding some space to meditate, doing my journaling, reading some books, watching some real good stuff on YouTube, because you can get over Netflix, and just trying to be able to tap into things that are different. Like I found that watching people doing having their hair, barbers and hairdressers really really helping people who have had some really weird hairstyles, putting them back into really nice shape. I found things like car detailing, where people have cleaned cars, or paint being restored, or watching where property has been restored. All those things I really like because they're creative, they tap into what I do. They've been great ways for me to just escape the mundane and just be okay with that. So whatever it is you find to do, I'd really encourage you. I'd love for you to be able to share some of the ideas you found. And as we go through, again, as I said, another really tough period, I want to send out some really positive vibes to you. I want to really send out some encouragement that we are there to support each other. And make sure, don't be afraid to ask. Because, if you've got friends around your family, you should never be afraid to ask for support or help. That's the whole point of friendship and family, that we have support networks. The whole point is that we should be able to be available for others, and they should be available for us as well. Not just at the drop of the hat, and it's not a vending machine, but something that we should be aware of. So have a really good week. I wish you all the best. And thank you very much for listening. Peace.